What is the difference between a revocable living trust and an irrevocable living trust?
Revocable living trust, the primary purpose of that is to delineate what you want your assets to do, right? I want my kid to have this house. I want my daughter to have X, Y, and Z. The primary focus of an irrevocable trust is to potentially mitigate taxes, right? Because there is going to be a certain threshold where if your estate taxes are too high, right, you're not going to be able to minimize those taxes. So with the irrevocable trust, you're basically saying, I have so much wealth, I'm willing to earmark these assets that I will not have access to. And then that's going to give you some tax and asset protection. That's typically going to be a better fit for people who know that their estate is going to be over a certain threshold, like let's say north of $20 million. For the average person, you can get by with the revocable trust because your primary objective is, I want to make sure that these assets I'm passing down are going to get to who I want them to get to. And if I'm passing them down to younger children, I want to make sure that they're not messing up the money. And I can dictate and control from beyond the grave, so to speak. And so those are kind of the two primary differences is, do I need to mitigate taxes because of how much assets I have? Maybe irrevocable trust is a better bet. But if your primary focus is, how do I make sure that the assets I have get to who I want them to get to, then irrevocable is probably going to be your best bet.